This video will show you different ways to copy the formatting in a cell to another cell without copying the text. As genealogists, we have lists of names all over the place. We often want to highlight certain names or dates or locations. And if we want to use the same formatting for multiple cells, we would like a quick way to duplicate that formatting, but not the text, and not have to do the cell formatting over and over and over again. We might want to highlight cells as a to-do list. These are the next people. Or it might be the people in your Y or mitochondrial DNA line, or a surname study. For whatever reason, we want to be able to copy the formatting quickly from cell to cell. The first way I'm going to show you is using copy with a special paste. And I have formatted here cell B3 where Jane Doe is. And I want to make Peter Doe, this cell, look exactly the same as B3 with Jane. I'm going to do it in two different ways. The first way, I'm going to use the right mouse to say copy. Now I can copy using the ribbon, Control C, or I can right click and say copy. Either way, now I'm in copy mode and it's telling me that. I click on the cell where I want to copy and where I want to paste the formatting. I want it over here. I want this cell to look just like B3. I'm going to right click, and when I do so, I go down to the paste section. And when I move my mouse over the different icons, E3 shows me what will happen if I were to select that box. And you can see that Peter has disappeared. But if I click on what's called the formatting, each icon is given a name, and this one's the formatting, you can see that the formatting is there and Peter's name is still there. The icon is a paintbrush with a percent sign here, but more importantly, the word formatting comes. I click on it, and now I have Peter Doe looking just like my B3 does. Now I'm still in copy mode, so I'm going to hit escape, and I'm going to come back to B3. This time I'm going to do the copy from up here. It doesn't matter. I'm going to go down here to John Doe. I want John to look the same way. I'm going to use the ribbon. Click on the word paste, not the clipboard, because if I click on the clipboard, it's just going to make a copy of Jane. If I click on the paste word, I get all those icons again. Now I have to find the one I want. And again, as you move your mouse over each icon, they all have the name, and watch in E7 there to see when I get John Doe back. And there it is. It's the same icon. It's in other paste options. It's called formatting, and it has the percent and the paintbrush on the clipboard. Click on it, and again, I'd want to hit escape if I was done. If I wasn't done, I could come down here and click on here and do multiple all at the same time, so long as I get these dashes around the cell, and way down here on the status bar, it says select the destination and press enter or choose paste. And we're choosing a special kind of paste. So if you like copying and pasting, that works great. I'm going to now go to the Format Painter tab, a new tab, and I have a couple of cells that are formatted. B3, here's our Jane. I have formatted the cell the way I want. Now I'm going to come into the clipboard section on the Home tab, and we have Format Painter down here. People wanted to be able to copy and paste formats so much that Microsoft gave us a format painter. When you click on Format Painter once, look, it looks just like our copy, but down on our status bar, it says use the mouse to apply the copied format to another object or another cell. So when I move my mouse now actually has a paintbrush attached to it. I click on the cell that I want the formatting to be pasted to, and it's done. I find this a little bit faster than the copy paste, but it's nice to have choices. Let's go to Fred here, my B6. I'm going to this time double click on Format Painter. If you click twice, really click quickly, like a double click, then that allows you to paste multiple cells. When we clicked once, we could only do one. Our copy disappeared. This time I'm going to double click. Okay, I'm in copy mode. I can see that. I'm going to come over. I've got my paintbrush attached to my mouse icon. I click over here. Now it looks the same. So does this one, and I can keep going until I'm done. That was by clicking twice really quickly or double click on Format Painter. When I'm done, I hit escape. Now, let's go back here to our styles. I like this style. It's very nice for some reason. And there's something else that we can do. If you've got a spreadsheet and you've got lots of names all over the place, and you might even have multiple tabs, worksheets like I do down here, then there's one more that might be a little quicker. I formatted the cell the way I want. Now on the Home tab, I'm going to go into the Styles section. And in the styles, there's a whole bunch of different styles that Microsoft created to make our life easier. Over on the right of these different boxes is an up arrow, a down arrow, and a down arrow with a line. And when you move your mouse over that, it says more, and that's what we want. And when you click on more, you get a whole list of pre-made styles for us. Microsoft's trying to be helpful. So we have a normal cell, a bad cell, okay, there's something wrong there. Oh, this is a really good one. I've used those. I've never used neutral, no, but they have a whole bunch of pre-made. Well, I don't want to use any of those. I want to create my own style. I'm going to come down here to where it says New Cell Style. I'm going to click on it. I get what's called a dialog box, and it's asking me for a name. I have already selected a cell that's formatted, and all the formatting is here. If I hadn't, I could click on Format and come into another dialog box and go through all my formats. I don't like doing that. I want to know ahead of time that I like the way the cell is. I want to see it. Then I create the new style. I come up here, and in the style name, I select what it has, style 1. That's very boring. I'm going to type in my name just for fun. I would usually call it by what I'm using it for. What is this style for? Is it for the Y DNA? Is it for mitochondrial? Is it for my surname study? Give it a descriptive name. And then I click on OK. Now when I come over to my styles, it's kind of cool because your name is now on the ribbon. Look at that. So now when I come down to like this cell, there's my style. And all I have to do is just click, because sometimes you're copying and pasting all at the same time. But next week, you might need to format a few more cells because you got more information. Having the style up there makes it easier. I don't have to use the copy paste or the format painter. Now, but that only works for this workbook, for this file. What if I create a brand new Excel file workbook and I want that style or those styles? You can make as many of these styles as you want. One for the Y, one for the mitochondrial, so on. Okay, so how do I copy these pre-made styles in another workbook? Because I don't want to do it again. That's not helpful. What you would do is open a new document. Now, this document that has these styles has to be open. And then when we open, here we go. I've got a new workbook. Let me just make this bigger. And if I come here to cell styles, notice this is kind of squished. It depends on your screen. If you can't see the cell styles, this is what it looks like. And you just click on the word. And there's the new cell style that we just used a minute ago. But this time, what we're going to do is merge styles. Now, notice up here at the top, no Leanne. I'm not there. The brand new file, the style did not come over. I want to make it. I click on merge styles. That's this step here. And it will list for me all of the Excel files that are open. The one I want is formatting cells video. I click on it and I say, okay, it doesn't look like it's done anything, but if I click on cell styles, there I am. Now I have access to that style again, ready for my new file. It doesn't matter which way you use, they're all good. Find one that you like and that you're comfortable with, and save your time and energy and have more time to concentrate on solving your genealogical research or your DNA or both. Good luck.